Welcome to Business Shark. Our topic today is the famous story-driven RPG Disco Elysium and its studio Zaum. Imagine a socialist art collective building one of the greatest indie games of all time, a detective story that wins Game of the Year awards, sells millions and rewrites what RPG can be. And then losing it all to greedy capitalists. This is the story of socialist creators who lost control of their own revolution. It began around 2016 in Tallinn, Estonia. Writer Robert Kurwitz and artist Alexander Rostov had the world of Disco Elysium in their heads. But no money. Enter Kau Kenda, an Estonian novelist and businessman. He brought the financing and legal structure. Together, they founded Zaum Studio, a mix of artists, punks and political dreamers with mostly socialist ideas. The arrangement was informal, almost romantic. The writers owned the ideas. Kanda handled the paperwork. In 2018, Disco Elysium was deep in development and burning cash like hell. Now, Kanda injected even more money, taking roughly 60% of shares. Kurwitz and Rostov kept about 10% each. Minority stakes, but all the creative power. In October 2019, the game launched and exploded. Critics loved it, sales surged, awards poured in. Their dream had worked, but success, changes, incentives, and ownership suddenly mattered. During development, Zaum hired Ilmar Kompus, an operating manager, the guy who kept budgets and contracts in order. He was smart, organized, and crucially had access to the company's bank accounts. He was not an artist, he was a businessman who understood capital. In June 2020, something quite but massive happened. Kau Kenda sold his majority stakes to Ilmar's compost company, Türkiye OÜ. Investigations later showed that Türkiye allegedly used Zaum's own funds, around 4.8 million, to buy those shares. In other words, the studio's money was used to purchase itself. The transaction instantly shifted control from the founders to Compos. The writers still had a few shares, but not enough to vote on anything. By 2021, Kurwitz and Rostov were out, officially dismissed. They called it a corporate coup. Campus called them toxic employees. Kurz later confirmed the 4.8 million euro were repaid, closing criminal charges. But the ownership didn't change. Compos kept the company. So, how did the creators of Disco Elysium lose their studio? Simple. They didn't own enough of it. The art was socialist, but the contracts were capitalist. This is tragic irony. The idealistic creative members with their socialist ideas were forced out by the new owner of their own studio. And the morale here? In a capitalist world, you either own capital or capital owns you. I hope you enjoyed this video, Business Shark community, and never forget, attack and bite.